Hi everyone, this is Deborah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a little case for my mobile phone. Now, I've just got a brand new phone, new iPhone 17. Haven't had a new phone for 7 years, so it's pretty special to get a new phone. And I've been keeping it in this little zippy bag, but it is too big for it. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to put it into something else with a strap on it, so that when I'm walking like upstairs or somewhere, taking it with me, because I drop it all the time and I don't want to drop this one, I've got a strap to put on my arm. So I thought I'd make one because I really don't have anything like that. So my first thing will be just to measure or get an idea of how big the phone is. So I don't want it loose in its packet and I don't want it tight. I kind of want it just right, so that it protects my phone and at the same time I can easily get it out. So I'm thinking something that is like this, open at the top so I can put my phone in and out, and then just a strap on the side, a wrist strap of some sort. I was going to make it so I could take the wrist strap off, so I'm debating whether I should do that. So I'll have a think about that while I make it. And this is, the phone needs to be, so that is 6, so that's like 6.5 inches by about 1, 2, 3.25 inches is the size of the phone. Obviously I need to make the piece bigger than that. I need to allow for seams on either side and top and bottom. And I'm going to make it with this as the outside fabric and this lovely check as the inside fabric. So I've got to add, I might add an inch, so 1/2 inch either side. And if I add an inch to that, that's 4.25. I might make it 4.5 though. So I do want it to slip in and have, you know, probably this much between where the phone is and the top of the little pocket or whatever you're going to call it. Size 7.5, 8. I cut it, didn't I? Let's make this one 8 as well. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just for my mobile phone to protect it. I do have some wadding as well. So if I lay these two on top of one another and I square up the sides, and that's not very straight, let's straighten that up so they actually sit on top of one another. And just cut the sides now. And the width was 4.5, so that's almost the whole ruler. I'm just going to pop my phone on top and see that that looks okay. Yeah, by the time I get seams, I think that'll be fine. I've also got to get wadding too, haven't I? And lining, maybe I'll make it 5 just to be on the safe side. I'd rather it was a little bigger than a little small. So that's that, and I need 2 pieces of lining in the same size. I'm wondering if I'd get them out of this. Let's do that. And I'm hopeful that that's going to be a good width as well. What have I got left? It's just shy. I can't use that bit, I'll have to cut another bit. Never mind. I'll have to use that for something else. Let's just trim this to 5 and then I'll trim the length of it. and this has to be 8, this one. All right, where's my other bit? Here. So I've got 2 lining pieces and 2 of those pieces, and what I need to do now is to put some batting on them. I think I'm going to put the batting on these pieces, and I've got some batting, just an off cut here. That and that. Cut this off here. I'm going to go to the machine and just stitch these on, just with some random stitches across them. All right, here it is. I've just stitched it, as you can see. I just used the foot of the presser foot with the rose. I mean, it's a bit wobbly in places. I'm trying to find my quilt, you know, measuring, what, I don't know what that's called, where you have a piece of metal that tells you how wide you're sewing your stitches apart. But for some reason I seem to have lost it and I cannot find it anywhere. So we just have to do it like this for now. It's okay. I'll just trim this down and then I will put them together. And also I'll work out, I have to put the strap on as well. Let's just cut this out first. Alright, that's those 2 pieces. Now we'll be putting them together and sewing around them, but first I need a strap. I'm not going to make it. I've got some tape, some webbing, I mean, not tape. What colour? Will I go pink? Let's have a look what the pink looks like. I could go pink, but I might go green. Yeah, I'll use this one. I've not used this yet. I bought this and haven't yet even opened it, so I better use some today. So I'm thinking about maybe 14 inches. Yeah, that should do it. Let's grab my scissors and cut this. And put that back in. Should have actually done a green one, shouldn't I? But never mind, it's done now. This is a bit of a trial. I don't know if it's going to work. I guess when I get to the end I will see if it's going to work or not. So this is just going to go in here, sandwiched. Now I want it to face up, so when it's on my wrist, it's difficult, need more hands. When it's on the wrist it's going to hang like that. So to get that to do that, I will turn it this way and put it there. And that leaves me enough room in at the top to turn the top and put the lining in. Just grab this. Line these up. That's a bit out of whack. I quite like that angle too. I think that angle will be fine. When it comes over, it's going to be like this. Now you can see that a bit better. Okay, and I'll go and, I've just pulled that out, but I'll have to go and stick it back together, and I will go and sew this around. Should have put another clip on there. Never mind. So that's going to be the top, and this is going to be the bottom down here. So I'll just go and stitch this around, and while I'm at it, I'm going to stitch my lining bits together as well. I'm now worried it might be a bit tight. It feels really little in there, but if I've made it too small, at least I've got a prototype, and I'll have to make another one that fits. At least I'll know the answer to that. Okay, and then the strap probably could have been a bit smaller, but never mind. Let's see if the foam fits. I'm not sure it will. Oh, okay, fits perfectly. So that's the plan. Now let me put the lining in and hope it doesn't get any smaller when I do that. And what I've done is I've sewn the lining together, and I will put it so I sew around the top. I've got a hole in the bottom. Let me just push this out a bit more. And the plan would be to sew around the top and then pull it all through this hole that I left in the bottom, which I can make bigger, which I think I will make bigger because it seems very tight in there. Okay, and that also will help me to put my hand in here and pull this through, including that strap has to come through. It's a bit fiddly, but I think we're getting there. All right, so this is done. All I did was stitch around the top, tried to keep it as even as I could, and we'll hope this works. Here it comes. Now I might just press this first. There you go. Now when I sewed this, I triple stitched that, just so you know, so that it won't pull out. Now I'm going to sew up the bottom and tuck it in. So all I'm doing is turning over a hem. Let me see how long it is. It's good. I'm turning over a hem here, just pulling those pieces of fabric together, and then I will stitch across there and we are done. And now we'll tuck it all in. I can't believe this is actually working. Another no pattern sewing expedition of mine. But if we tuck all that in there, just want to see how far in that's gone. Oh yes, I can't get my hand in, that's how tight that is. And it needs to be, because I don't want the phone slipping out accidentally. I'll just poke that down a bit, that black and white fabric. Is it looking good in there? Yeah, it's looking good. And what I'll do now is just go and top stitch as best I can, although it's quite thick there, but I think I should be able to do it. And there it is, done. It's not too bad, it's a bit bunched up inside, but the big test is, does the phone fit still after I put the lining in? And it does, it fits perfectly. Look at that. And it goes in perfectly, so I don't have to go hunting for it, it's just there. I can plug it into the charger if I keep it up that way. It's not going to fall out because of the angle. You can see that's sort of the angle, so it's falling down on its side like that. I don't know how to explain that without showing you, but when I lift my arm up, it's actually higher and then low down here, so it's going down at an angle, so it's not going to tip out. Let's see if we can tip it out. Oh yes, it tips out. Now initially I was going to put something on this to clip it. I was going to use a camlock snap and make it a bit bigger so I could snap it together. But the problem with that is when you bring it in and out, I thought it would scratch on the camlock snap, so I'm not going to do that. That's great, and I'll put it up this way, and then I want to know the time. Oh, it's 3:17, there you go. Isn't that brilliant? I'm really happy with that. This can go back into the bunch of bags that I've got sitting over there, and I'm going to start using this now. So I'm very happy. I'm very pleased that something actually turned out how I envisaged it in my mind. So that's how you would make one for yourself. I do wish, come to think of it, I'd use the pink, not the green, or a different fabric, but maybe I can make myself another one. It's only just long enough because when I push it in to there, I do have a bit down here, which is the lining, I would think, but I'm not going to worry about that because it fits in and I'm happy. So that's great. All right, that's me done. Thanks for joining me. I hope you come back and join me again in my next video. This is Deborah. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.